Hey, friends. Look where I am. Holy cannoli. I just got off an airplane. I swear to goodness. We took off at 6:40 a.m. out of Bradley in Connecticut. So I just got home and got my laundry together, unpacked, and here I am back in my office and so happy to see you. I want to thank you so much for your patience with me while I was traveling. We had a couple of tech issues, and I did my best to get things going, and you were right there with me and really supportive. I am back in the office. I'm not sure how. I don't know. I'm tired. Let's just say that. So we'll see how this one goes. By tomorrow at noon for the Friday weekly wrap up, everything should be back to normal. And Saturday, of course, we'll have the Saturday Psychic Sampler at 12:30. And on Sunday, we're doing a free class, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We had so much fun with Ace 2-3. We're now going to do Minor Arcana 4-5-6. So we'll take a look at those 12 cards in an hour-long free class for all tarotists. So, did you get a chance to read the newsletter? It comes out every Wednesday in your inbox. If you haven't seen it, you can catch it on my website, christianagaudet.com or tarotbychristiana.com. Just hit the button for newsletter and subscribe while you're there. And speaking of subscribe to this channel, please. And if you'd like, hit the membership button and see the ways you can become a member of this channel. And for those of you who are members, and Von Ray, I see you're here. We do have some extra perks for members, and I've got some great things coming up, so I'm looking forward to sharing some things with you. Horace Van Dunn, so happy you found us, because we were just emailing about when do these things happen? And of course, this one's happening at a really odd time. It's just happening at the time when I got into the office after getting off the airplane. That's the time it's happening. All right, Martha Vink, nice to see you. Karen Winkle, nice to see you. So this week's topic is about validation, and I looked at it from a number of different angles. First of all, we all like to feel validated. One of the most abusive things a person can do is sort of make us feel like we are not valid, right? On the other hand, sometimes we or people in general will be hanging on to behaviors or ideas or theories that really have no basis in reality. And they want us to validate that for them. And we can't really do that. But we can validate them as people, and we can validate our understanding that that is their truth and their belief, whether or not it is ours. And, when we talk about validation as diviners, it's an interesting thing. Very often at the tarot table, what I hear from someone is, thank you for that validation. Whatever comes up in the reading, it is validating for them. Or it confirms what they already know. It tells them that they were already on the right path. And that feels really good. That kind of validation feels really great. And so that's something we can do with divination, we can do with tarot. Now, in the newsletter, I also share some ideas about how we use clarifying cards to validate our interpretation of a card, and also how we might use a pendulum to do the same thing. So it's a fun thing because we use the cards to validate our truth, but we very often have to validate our interpretation of the cards. So today I thought it would be fun to do some readings. And, so what would those questions be? Are you hanging on to a particular truth or belief about yourself, life, the universe, anything that you need me to validate? Or do you have questions about a particular reading you have done? Or do you want me to share something I see about you as a specific truth? Neil says, I validate all day long. Horace Van Dunn loves to work with the pendulums. Horse Van Dunn, my ex-husband, a non-validator, right? And there's nothing worse than someone making you feel like what you're seeing and experiencing is not real. You know, they call that gaslighting. And so if you're in or have been in any kind of a gaslighting situation, we can talk about that too. I'll answer your questions about that. So come up with a question and I will be happy to answer it. Now we have the holiday weekend coming up. Obviously I'm working because I'm doing a class during that time. But that means I do have some openings this weekend for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom. And on June 4th, the Palm City office will be once again open for in-person readings by appointment for those of you who are local. What else? My next tour will be in Tampa. I'll be going to the Tampa Bay area, June 11th through June 14th. Of course, I am speaking at Omega at the Masters of the Tarot Conference with Mary Kay Greer and Rachel Pollack. I will be speaking there the weekend of July 23rd through 25th. And then I will be back in Connecticut in the Northeast for 2 weeks, starting with the 26th of July. So lots of great things going on. Karen has a question. What specific truth do I see about you? What a great question. Absolutely. So if other people were looking for readings and weren't quite sure what to do with the topic, that's a good one. That totally works. Karen, at this moment, a specific truth that I would like to validate about you. From the time that you were born, you have always been psychic. You have always been a person that sees energy, that works with spirits, that moves energy. Like for you today, I want to validate your spiritual experiences, your spiritual connection, your psychic connection and psychic abilities that you have had since you were a child. That is what I want to validate for you. Okay, Neil Quatrano, what specific truth do I see for you? Let's see what I can validate for you. This was a good question. Thank you for wording it that way, Karen. I think that's something, it really fits with the topic, and it's something people can wrap their brain around, and I'm wrapping my brain around it too. So for you, Neil Quatrano, Neil, your specific truth for today is that on a spiritual level, on a professional level, and on a moral level, it is so important for you to treat every single person fairly, to give every person a fair shot. And that is your wisdom. You know that all people have value, that all people deserve care, that all people deserve fair treatment. That is a specific truth I see about you. Adriana, same question for you. Adriana, what I see about you, and understand that these truths are not the only truths, it's just what the universe chooses to share with me that I share with you. And it's an interesting contemplation. Why is that particular thing coming up on this day? That's what you have to look at. Having to do with what is going on in your life right now. How does that fit? That's the thing you want to look at. For you, Adriana, what I see for you is your connection to the people that you love. Be that friends, family members, the people that you care about. You would pretty much do anything for the people that you care about, and you have a real compassionate connection with people in general. You are the person who wants to help. Now, my guess is sometimes you will help those who, no good deed goes unpunished. And I feel like sometimes you will help people where that's what you're going to be thinking, right? No good deed goes unpunished. But if that's the worst thing I can say about you, you're doing okay as a person. And I feel like recognizing your compassion and your connection to the people you care about seems to be what we need to validate here today. Okay, Horse Van Dunn, same question for you. So here's the thing. Here's what I get for you. What is true about you, Horse Van Dun, is that you have always been a very hard worker, but I feel like right now you're in a place of pivot or shift, and you're not entirely sure what the work of the moment is or needs to be or should be. And so I feel some transition that I feel like you need to embrace. Even if you're not sure what it is or where it's taking you, I promise it's taking you in the right direction. Okay. Von Ray, and Von Ray is a member of this channel. We appreciate her. I believe Karen Winkle is too, although the way she's logged in, we're not seeing it. And Lydia S. is here. She is also a member of this channel. We appreciate all of you here today, but we want to give some extra appreciation to our channel members. Okay, so Von Ray, what specific truth do I see in you? A couple of things. For all of your life, you have always had a lot of love and a lot of compassion in your heart, and that remains true. But you also have a huge amount of flexibility. You can make just about anything work. You can find a way to make any situation, no matter how untenable, no matter how ridiculous, you can find a way to make a situation work. And that's a great thing, but sometimes it hurts you because it causes you to put up with situations that don't really serve you. And so you need to, always be looking at, what am I putting up with, and does it serve me to put up with this? Okay, Christina is driving on her way to the wedding, and congratulations to your whole family, but especially, of course, to the bride and groom. She would like to know a specific truth about her. Christina, the truth about you is you worry too damn much. Seriously. No, okay, yes, but also that you are filled with love and passion. And just let that shine, and it's going to bring you all good things. Okay, Lydia, so nice to see you. What is true about you? You are an extremely good multitasker. And that causes you to be able to handle even very difficult things very well. What shows up about you beyond that specifically is that you've had to handle a lot. And I think what I want to validate for you is this sense of, man, it has not been easy. You've had to deal with a lot, but you get through it. You have gotten through it. Better days are ahead. And you need to feel strong in yourself for what you have achieved and what you have survived. All right. So if I skipped anyone accidentally, I really apologize. If you're watching an archive, obviously I won't be able to do this process for you, but maybe try it with your own cards. It's kind of fun. Just look at the cards, like what specific truth do I see right now, and pull a few cards and see what that says to you. It's a fun exercise. If I have missed anyone, or if you're just coming in, oh, Nalini, I skipped you, and here's Jean Travatha. Good to see you. Ha, Karen. Where did Christina get that extraordinary ability to worry? I think it's hereditary. It's genetic, nurture versus nature. Okay, I'm going to do Jean and Nalini. So good to see both of you. And Nalini, I am so sorry I skipped you. Right, and we're talking about validation, and I skip you. Please do not let that make you feel less than valid. Okay, for you, Jean, what can I validate for you? Your ability to hold space for others when they're going through a difficult time. Your ability to be there for others in practical ways and in spiritual ways and prayerful ways and musical ways. Your ability to hold space for others in difficult times. The caveat is you got to also be able to do that for yourself. And that's what shows up in the cards. But of course, because I know you personally, I know that about you as well. Okay, Nalini, again, I apologize. What can I say for you? Nalini, here's what I want to validate for you. A, your best days are ahead. B, you are really, really smart, but sometimes you tell yourself a story about yourself and about your life and about your past that really doesn't serve you. Those two things, most importantly. Maybe along with that, this is all really part of the same story. Maybe along with that, there is this sense of, you need to trust yourself and your abilities to be able to manifest what you want in your life, Nalini. There's that too. Okay. Hey, Carol Snuka, so nice to see you. Glad that you are here. What can I validate for you? Basic stability. You are very, very good at keeping your stability emotionally, financially, health-wise, just taking care of what you have to take care of. Even when things don't feel stable, you are actually able to keep them that way. And that feels good. I think you do that for others as well. Okay, Samantha, how will my health path be validated? Your health path is a long one and requires the best specialist that you can find. You need really, really good specialists to take care of you. And if you do that, you will have a really much better case scenario. Like, you know what your worst case scenario is, and that will not happen as long as you are seeing the best possible specialists and doing what they say. Seriously. Okay. Moonlight Tarot, I am so sorry. I've been traveling, so I haven't had access to my WhatsApp. I apologize. I'll check it out and take a look and get back to you. All right. Anyone else? Did I miss anyone else? Any other questions? I do want to remind you to come to class Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Minor Arcana 456. It is a free class. If you're a member, look at the members only videos. If you haven't seen them all, please watch them. They're fun and there'll be more there soon. If you're not a member, consider being a member. And I am available for readings all weekend by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom. Just reach out. I will be more than happy to speak with you. Thank you all so much for being here. Oh, Libra girl, just getting in under the wire. A particular question. We're doing things about validation here today. If you want, I can just check in and see, and validate a particular truth for you. There may be another question that you have where you need some validation about your own thoughts or your own idea. Oh, and Carol says, good at creating stability, not just for yourself, but for others. So I'll wait a couple minutes, see if Libra girl or anyone else would like to ask a question. How do you become a member? So here's the thing. If you see at the bottom of the chat a $, that gives you an opportunity to join or to do super chats or super stickers, all of which are appreciated. If you see in the tabs, the ribbon of tabs, membership, you can check that out. If you see a button next to subscribe that says join. Now, if you're not seeing any of those things, it may be the way you're logged in, or it may be that this has not come. This is a new YouTube thing. And it may be that it has not come to where you are yet. Don't worry, it will. Okay, and I appreciate your interest. So Libra girl, a truth that I see for you. I think that when things are not going well in your life, you are very likely to blame yourself, even when it's not your fault. And you've got some things going on in your life right now that are chaotic and difficult and not your fault. And so don't bemoan yourself here. This is not your fault. You do have to react to it. You do have to deal with it. But do not be hard on yourself thinking you've created something you should not have created. That is not the case. Out of this difficult time will come something wonderful. And of that, I am sure. Friends, I want to thank you so much. I will look forward to seeing you all soon. Take good care. And thank you again. If you haven't liked this video, please do. If you have not subscribed, please do. I'll look forward to seeing you soon.